Marhaba ya jama'a. Today we're going to learn about numbers in Arabic 0 through 10 in the Levantine dialect, which differs in pronunciation from modern standard Arabic. I'll also give you tips on how to remember the markings for each of the numbers. Let's begin. First up, we have 0, which is pronounced sifr. I like to remember this marking by taking the English 0 and imagining it collapsing on itself until it creates a black hole. And a black hole is a symbol for nothingness, and 0 is also a symbol for nothingness. Next up, we have 1, which is pronounced wahad. It's denoted by a straight line and looks very similar to the English marking for the number 1. Next, we have 2, which is pronounced tnain. A fun way to remember this marking is taking the marking for the Arabic 1 and then adding a boat at the top. So the marking 1 plus the boat equals 2, and that's how I remember the Arabic marking for 2. Next we have 3, which is pronounced talate. The marking for this is very similar to the Arabic marking for the number 2, except we add an additional boat at the top. So we have the marking number 2 plus a boat, and that gives us 3. 4 is pronounced arba. The marking is very similar to the English number 3, except it's flipped horizontally. 5 is pronounced khamse. It looks like the English marking for 0. To remember this marking, I think about the song The 12 Days of Christmas, where for 5 they say 5 golden rings. And if you use your imagination, the marking for the Arabic 5 looks like a ring. 6 is sitte. Sitte sounds like sit, and the marking for the number sitte looks like a chair, where the horizontal line is the seat and the vertical line are the legs. 7 is sab'a. The marking for this kind of looks like those cartoon birds, and birds soar in the sky. Both sab'a and soar start with an S, and that's how I remember the marking for sab'a. And if you don't believe me, here's an animation of the bird flapping its wings. 8 is pronounced tamane. The marking for tamane looks like the marking for the Arabic number 7, except it's flipped vertically. The marking for tamane looks like a tent to me, and tamane and tent both start with a T, and that's how I remember the marking for tamane. 9 is tis'a. The marking for this is super easy to remember because it looks like the English number 9. The one difference is there's no curl at the end of the 9. Last but not least, we have 10, which is pronounced ashra. The marking for this are the Arabic numerals 1 and 0 combined together. And that's how you pronounce the numbers 0 through 10 in Arabic in the Levantine dialect. That's it ya jama'a. See you in the next video.